Greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your Duke of Dope Discourse, Robert Meyer Burnett, and I invite you to watch and listen to the Designing Hollywood podcast, brought to you by Martika Ibarra and the great, legendary Hollywood costume designer, Marilyn Vance. I am afforded the wonderful opportunity of co-hosting the show. If you are interested in the magic of Hollywood, the design of Hollywood, the clothes of Hollywood, watch the Designing Hollywood podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts from, or find the video version on YouTube. That's right, the Designing Hollywood podcast. Why would you ever want to miss it, especially if you love the movies?
Tango Shalom is now available on all VOD
major platforms. I think we messed that up.
Video on demand, or as they say in the trade, VOD.
VOD. Tango Shalom is now available on all VOD platforms,
which means
video on demand.
Look how you know. You must be a high school graduate.
I'm a college graduate.
Really?
Yes.
I got an honorary degree from Hofstra. Did you get an honorary degree?
No, I got a degree.
Oh, well, I got honorary. You know, I'm in the Jewish Museum.
What for?
What do you mean? As a famous Jew in the Bronx. I'm in the famous...
I'm in the Prospect Park in the Stones.
How big is the stone?
Well, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your Duke of Dope Discourse, your Pharaoh of physical media, Robert Meyer Burnett, and this is episode 50 of Let's Get Physical Media. But you know, in these past, 50 plus actually, this is just our numbered episodes, as it was pointed out to me, but this wouldn't be a show. It would not be what this show has become. It would not be the legendary status that it has amongst you viewers, unless, say it with me now, our favorite trash panda all the way from Saarbrücken, Deutschland, Dieter Bastian. Dieter! 50 episodes, my friend. 50. Over a year ago, all you were was some conduit to get a 5-disc rollerball set from Germany for me. And now we become friends, compadres, compatriots. I feel that if I wanted to run away from home, I could fly all the way to Germany and crash on your couch. That might not be true. But, if I was in Germany or in Europe, I mean, I know you're all locked down. Angela Merkel's freaking out. The German population's crazy because that Omicron variant's coming. But
it's coming, Rob. It's right behind our doorstep, in front of our doorstep.
Did you ever think a year ago you would be a YouTube star?
A YouTube star? I don't know if I can go that far up, but let
me
say
I can.
First.
You're a fucking star. Come on now.
Let me say first. Greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Dieter here. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane to our 50th show, if we did count it correctly. And if I remember it correctly, Rob, at our first episode, I did show this edition of Resident Evil, the Biohazard.
Yeah, but look what you got now, buddy. What do you have now? You got a whole big box set?
Correct. We were thrilled to get our Guilty Pleasures in 4K. And a new movie has started.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Of Resident Evil, which unfortunately is not getting that good reviews, even if it seems to have little more ties to the games than this one. So perhaps it's tough to make a good Resident Evil movie. Which
it is hard out there. It is hard.
Which should
That's
be
what she
easy,
said.
But probably it's not that easy. And considering our 50th show, let's delve into some letters that you sent me. The first, my friend David Kogel made this drawing for us.
Look at that. Look at that.
And he sent in a letter, and he said, I sent this image and the following letter to the Burnettwork website. Rob and Dieter, congratulations on reaching your 50th episode. As I write this, it is Thanksgiving here in the United States, and I'm thankful for many things. Among the things for which I am thankful is Dieter. Oh, and Rob too, I guess.
Oh, thanks. I love being an afterthought.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
I'm just teasing. I'm thankful for you both and for the joy your show brings to us all. I drew the attached picture for you to celebrate your 50th, featuring my friend Kat as the model, holding some shiny discs. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to celebrating the 100th episode of Let's Get Physical Media. Regards, David Kogel. So, David, thank you for the drawing.
I like your friends, David.
Thank you for the wishes for the show. And I delve right into other letters from Omar, Rob. Of course, Omar.
No,
has
you're
to be
kidding.
here.
Omar
Yeah,
wrote a
has to be
letter
here,
to
okay.
Let's Get Physical. Okay.
But he says, Hi Rob and guten Abend Dieter. This will be a very quick letter. I just wanted to say congratulations on making it to 50 episodes on Let's Get Physical Media. Even though technically it's 49 episodes because the mysterious episode 6 has never seen the light of day. It's hard to believe it's been a year, so let's see how long this show will go from now. Thanks, live long and prosper. Omar.
It might be missing, but it's not like we didn't do it.
Okay. It was back in the day, Rob, when we pre-recorded that stuff, you know?
Yeah, can you... That's no fun.
Didn't show.
This show wouldn't be what it is today if we were pre-recording still.
Yeah, correct. And immediately to the next letter, Vincent from France, so from my neighbor country.
You mean the country you tried to conquer?
Back in the day, yes.
Yeah, you know, I've been to the Arc de Triomphe. I've seen it. I've seen the armies march down the Champs-Élysées.
Vincent from France. He writes to us, Rob. Hi, Rob and Dieter. Congratulations for the 50th episodes. To you and frequent guests, 200 Watt Studio or Omar 94, among others. I've been listening to you since number 38 when you invited George Feldenstein for a full episode in August. It's great that you keep the flame alive about physical media. Only 50 more and you will be syndicated. Since
Wow.
it's not the main topic of your stream, I'd like to give a special mention for the classic movies of the 40s, 50s, and 60s released by Warner Archive, Kino Lorber, Indicator, and others. During the last month, Johnny Guitar, Eureka, Major Dundee, Arrow, High Sierra, Criterion, the Columbia Noirs, Indicator are beautiful objects with booklets, extras, and great transfers. It's definitely why physical media will never be beaten by digital streaming. Do you have these in your collections, Rob and Dieter? You said last week, episode number 49, that you'd come to France after Germany. Let me know. I would love to offer you presents, physical ones. In another episode, would you show us your collections during the stream? Best regards, Vincent from France. So Vincent, here is a mess. You will never see more than the proscenium of the frame here. How it looks. Okay? Consider the collection.
I will show you my collection.
Yeah. Before you have to move, Rob.
Yeah, and I will actually. Like, I don't want to move. It's, you know, here's the thing: when you live in a house that you rent, it becomes a thing. If you don't own the house, people want to sell the house. I get it.
Yep.
I understand. Although, as I look around the observatory, it gives me pain, horrible, awful pain to think I have to move all of this stuff.
Correct. And Rob, considering what Vincent said, I don't have anything of those movies. Do you own, Rob? Johnny Guitar from Eureka?
I don't.
Major Dundee from Arrow?
I don't. No.
High Sierra from Criterion?
Yes, I own High Sierra.
High Sierra. The Columbia Noirs from Indicator?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But that's a great
one,
crop of films.
Me is zero, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you're the trash panda, Dieter.
Yeah, correct,
I mean,
Rob,
let's
correct.
face it.
Let's face it.
You know, your movie taste is suspect at best.
It's questionable.
It is, but that's why we love you.
Correct.
I mean, I'm sure you have an entire collection of somebody in the chat, a Cynthia Rothrock. You could do a whole film festival.
And unfortunately, not that many of her movies are available on Blu-ray. Rob. But Vinegar Syndrome is doing the Lord's work on that front.
God bless Cynthia.
Another thing, Rob, considering what did I watch this week, or considering you're not on a John Campia show and I like to talk to you always about movie stuff, for me, one of the craziest news, if it's true, was that Squid Game pirated thing to North Korea. Rob, is this really true?
You know what? I mean, it's so funny.
Tell our audience what the news was.
Well, I posted this article that there was a high school student who brought back Squid Game back to North Korea, gave it to his friends, and they're going to put him to death because of it.
Insane.
And what's
and even the people who just watched it, hard labor.
Yeah, hard labor for like 5 years. Now, here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the crazy thing. I just flippantly put this on social media, and I said, here's to all you Marxists out there. And then I get the obligatory, well, you know what? Communism just hasn't been done right yet. And I'm just like, I don't know. The 20th century gave you 100 years. We've seen it implemented in various ways. We're seeing it implemented now. Communism doesn't work. It'll never work. Ever. And the reason it won't work is because human beings have ambitions. They have dreams. They have hopes. Communism crushes those, like watching Squid Game.
But you didn't tweet something like, that's what you get when you pirate stuff.
Well, you know what? If you want to look at it that way, you are correct. Do not pirate. You'll wind up either in hard labor. I mean, the funny thing is, what the funny thing is North Korea would be a happier place if they could watch Squid Game. They'd feel better about themselves.
And especially the show didn't really didn't trash the North Korean state in general.
No, although there was a North Korean defector as one of the main characters. Now, let me ask you this. Have you watched Hellbound?
Unfortunately, not, Rob.
Bruh.
It's on my watch list, but I didn't get around to it. It's great. Is it great, Rob? Did it meet your expectations?
Great. It did.
Awesome.
It's fascinating. It's a really interesting show. For those of you who don't know, there's a 6-episode Korean show from the director of Train to Busan. We'll forgive him for Peninsula, but it's called Hellbound. Very much worth your time. If you're a horror fan, dark fantasy fan, check it out. Go run now, but wait until this stream is over.
Correct. But I started watching Cowboy Bebop. And since I didn't go into it with any preconceived notions how the show has to look or how the translation has to be, for me, at the moment, 5 episodes in, I like the show quite and enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward after the show to really get into the anime.
The anime is really, really good.
Yeah,
and it's not huge. There's a new box set that just came out.
Yeah,
so check it out.
Yeah, and what I watched on streaming, I finished Hannah season 3 on Amazon.
Heard it was good.
Prime. Yeah, it was nice. And considering we all are usually bummed out when the show gets cancelled, here you have a nice final close to the show. So it's really, if you never delved into it, it's worth your time because it's actually really finished, the show. Okay?
Wow.
Then yesterday, it wasn't on my
radar
at all.
Did she die?
What?
Did Hannah die?
I don't spoil anything. Come on. I try to don't spoil anything. Another one said in the live chat yesterday from last week that I did spoil that Force Awakens Ghostbusters movie, which is called Ghostbusters Afterlife. Force Awakens of the Ghostbusters movie. Yesterday, I watched surprisingly.
Did you watch Peter Jackson's Let It Be documentary?
No.
How come you haven't watched it yet?
I was not aware of this movie at all. It was not on my radar. But then I saw the good reviews, and I've seen it was playing in my theaters as well. I watched 8-Bit Christmas on HBO Max.
How was it? And it looks funny.
I had a blast. Had great laugh out loud moments for me. It's about Jake Doyle in the 80s who the only thing he wants, Rob, is his Nintendo 8-bit entertainment system, And we could all feel for him. And, of course, his parents say, no, you don't get your Nintendo entertainment system. I really had a blast. You can watch it on HBO Max, Rob. 8-bit Christmas.
Wait a minute. This is supposed to be a Let's Get Physical Media show, and you've been promoting streaming on our 50th episode.
Just a quick what I've seen, Rob, before we,
So wait, no, you're leading in with streaming shows, like not. I understand it's what you're watching, and I just said Hellbound, but what like our 50th show? Are you saying that physical media is going away? Are you saying that the demise of physical media is upon us, sir?
No, Rob, because this movie I will buy when it comes out on physical media.
But it's a Netflix movie. It never will. You have to buy it from Stinky Tuna.
Rob,
Oh wait, we
HBO Max.
can't.
It's a Warner.
Oh, well, there you go. It's a Warner. Okay.
It's just in the theaters at the moment,
Oh, well, there you go.
Movie. Okay.
All right. Well, then okay. That's. I'll give it a pass. The judges will allow it.
If I mention something like Arcane, I mentioned this show because, Rob, I would buy Arcane in an instant if it came out.
Everyone loves Arcane.
Yeah.
But this would be the opportune moment to plug the fact that Dota, Dragon's Blood, Season 2 comes out in January, which I edited the animatics for, so thank you very much. 8 episodes of goodness that your boy Rob worked on.
Awesome. Have you actual release date or just January in general?
January. I don't know what the actual release date is. I do not know.
Okay. And the last movie I saw, it was a tip from my friend Simon. I didn't know about this movie, and then I stumbled across it on Amazon Prime Video. And it fits the day. It was Black Friday.
Wow. Oh, did you see that? You saw another stream. How was it?
Unfortunately, not that great, Rob.
Yeah. It looked funny, though.
Yeah, it looked funny, but it wasn't. It was mediocre.
Our boy Bruce Campbell's in it, right?
Yeah, correct. Black Friday. This was the streaming stuff I did watch. On physical media front.
By the way, Adam Steins, who's a member of the channel, he's in the chat. He says, "Fire Dieter."
Awesome.
That's an awesome,
no problem.
pure streamer.
No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Not going to fire you, just so you know.
Considering physical media, I watched these two movies, and I showed these together because actually the story is not that different from both movies.
Yeah.
In both movies, someone has to go into a different zone or ghostland and rescue someone. So the story is a little bit identical. And Prisoners of Ghostland, Rob, I know you liked it, but for me, unfortunately, I was a little bit disappointed. It's for me a movie that I always thought it was about to explode at some point, but it was just trudging along, and
that's fair. I can understand that.
I was always hoping now the movie will, now it will explode. Now it will get going great. And Zone 414 is actually a good movie story-wise, but unfortunately it didn't have the budget to pull something off that would be considered great. But the story was nice. Nothing new, but nice. Zone 414. That's what I've seen on physical media. I've seen more, but this will come with the stuff that I will show that I got this week. Rob, did you finish?
I haven't. Oh my God. Well, hang on. Let me go Adam, full frame. You know what?
Adam?
I know it's
Rob,
coming.
I will annoy you till the end of time.
We're gonna get Adam Robitel to come on the show. He'll come on.
Finally, and Adam has to tell us about which is the definitive version of the movie. Okay. Rob. How did we go on from there?
What are we showing stuff now? Is that what you want to do?
If you want, Rob. What did you get?
Well, I have lots of things to show actually this week. I got things from the Criterion sale.
Oh.
Yeah, Barnes & Noble, 50% off. I haven't got all of it because I did order their 4K stuff. But I did get The Incredible Shrinking Man, which I loved as a kid. So I had to get this. Dude.
Yeah.
One of Criterion's very first 4K releases, Mulholland Drive. This
But it looks exactly
disc,
as the Blu-ray.
it looks incredible.
Okay.
It's
I mean the packaging.
Oh yeah.
Looks exactly.
Well, that's what's so
you
kind of weird. I mean, you know, it's got both a
just
Blu-ray and a
Arrow,
4K.
You have to be very careful if you order it.
You do. I mean, but this transfer, if you want to watch hot, very attractive women in a movie, this is the movie to watch. My God, I love this movie. I love David Lynch. I love this film, but it looks, oh my God, does it look beautiful.
Awesome.
And then, of course, I had to bust on this. Five!
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in China,
great.
all of them. How can you not? I mean, these guys, they did the Lone Wolf and Cub box set. I mean, you got to love this. And another great Criterion box set. Whoa, amazing. So thank you, Barnes & Noble sale. I still have Citizen Kane coming, as we all know. Citizen Kane has been... There's a replacement program because the Blu-ray of the movie got bunged up, which is kind of a bummer. So that's true. But I've got that and Menace to Society coming. And they did send me a shipping notice, so those are coming. Now, dude, well, first of all, you know, I really love Paramount's remasters of their movies. I started buying them. I got Mommy Dearest, Ragtime recently. They're great. Tom Cruise, Cameron Crowe, Vanilla Sky. You got it too. I love this movie. This is a remake of the Spanish film Abrió los Ojos that I think it was Alejandro Amenabar directed, who also directed Tasis and all that. And by the way, look at this. I mean, I love these cool these O-rings. I mean, you got the original artwork, and then I gotta say, this is a pretty dope cover. I love this cover. I think it's great. Then I also got Dieter. This might be one of my favorite movies on Earth. But thanks to Kino Lorber,
got it.
No, Tom Jr. Jackson, this is not To Live and Die in L.A., but it is the 4K of Philip Kaufman's The Seed is Planted, Terror Grows, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I love this movie. This movie is incredible. Now, it's funny. I think I have... This is another one of these movies where I have like 5 copies. I've got a Steelbook. I've got the Scream Factory edition. I got some other editions. I don't know. MGM. Great film.
This is the first time in 4K.
4K. Brand new 4K release. Pretty stoked, Dieter. Thank you, Kino Lorber. Now, as you might know, Amazon had a 4K sale that Bill Hunt from the Digital Bits alerted his readers to. Dieter, $7.99, $7.
That's the Schnäppchen, Rob.
Dude, it is a full on Schnäppchen, and you know what? It's funny. I didn't get as many things as I might have thought.
Okay.
But some are still coming. But I realized while I have A Quiet Place 2, I didn't have A Quiet Place 1 on 4K. I don't know why. $7, man. $7.99.
Can't go wrong.
Dude,
for
come
that
on.
price.
Luc Besson, don't care. Say what you want. He's a French horn dog. I know. I've met him. I've hung out with him. Come on, man. I had to bust on this.
Anna.
I had to get on it. And $7, $7.99, $8. Come on, $8.
Yeah.
Do you have this movie?
Yeah, I have this movie.
Come on, dude. How can I not get it?
Of course.
And then
Great picture quality.
And then a movie that I did not own, and I couldn't believe it. I was thinking like, $7.99. Ready Player One, Steven Spielberg's adaptation of the novel, and it's got Gundam, the RX-78 classic mobile suit in this movie. Dude, this movie is actually pretty good. Like this is a wildly entertaining movie, and I really like this movie. I like this movie actually better than the book. The book I found annoying. I probably threw it across the room. I'm like, I get it. You're as cool as I am. That's okay. But this I like this movie. And to get it in 4K, this shit looks dope as fuck. It's really good.
Awesome.
Really good. And then, all the way from the UK, a steelbook to join the rest of my Marvel collection.
Look at
Shang-Chi.
and the Legend of the Ten
And
Rings.
Legend of the Ten Rings. This is the... I got this from Zavi. The Zavi steelbook. Now, the thing is, I still have to get my great friend Dave Hargrove always lords it over to me that he has the 3D version of Black Widow. He got it from Japan. I need to get the 3D version of this.
Yeah.
But I love
Let's
this
hope it comes with the open aspect ratio.
I love this movie. Yeah, it probably doesn't. I know which bums me out.
It does, Rob, considering Black Widow that came with it. So I have high
Oh,
hopes.
it did on the disc?
Yeah, Black Widow had the changing aspect ratios on the 3D disc.
Well, and
So I have
the
high hopes.
which is good.
that
High
Shang-Chi is coming.
hopes.
Yeah.
The last thing I got, based on a movie I didn't get to see, talked about it. Ordered this I got it from Movie in the UK, the Mexican film about leftists. New Order. I love this. By the way, I love this jacket. It's very, very cool. But yes, I have not watched this yet. I'm planning on watching it this week. It just came in. Very happy to have it from the UK because it's not available in the United States. So, and I love this cover. So there you go.
Yep.
Pretty amazing. And what can I say? That is this week's haul. There's other stuff trickling in, but yeah. So there you go. I'm waiting for that Citizen Kane 4K. Waiting for Menace to Society 4K from Criterion. Yeah.
Yeah. So, since I've got a lot of letters, I will not get to all of them, but most of them. So I think I throw in a letter or two before I get to my haul of the week.
And my God, please do.
Okay. From Brian Knight, Dieter and Rob. Since Dieter actually reads my letters for 4
What
in
is
2
that? A
weeks,
dig? Is that a dig? Are you digging on me, Brian?
I don't know. I put his name first. The Magic Christian is available on Blu-ray, but without any special features. Water with Michael Caine is available in the US on DVD, but the price is from $50 to $84 for this rare copy. There is a Region B Blu-ray copy available for $21.98. Thank you for the advice to simply buy a Region 2B DVD player from Amazon UK. Update on my DVD cataloging. I cataloged all my TV series discs, 963 episodes with a mix of 30-minute and 1 hour shows. I estimate I have another year of viewing without repeats if I only watch, like we said, 2 hours a day. And then in another email, sent minutes after this one, Brian continues. I would like to thank you for reading all 3 letters I sent last week for your November 14th. I thank you for the first 2 letters in the previous email, but my 3rd letter you attributed to Omar. Oh, sorry for that. The topic of the 3rd letter was the issue of the color and subtitle lettering. I agree with Rob's solutions, but I also have to admonish Rob for misidentifying the letter since I sent my emails to his website. So probably it could be my fault from reading it, Brian, that it was from you and not from Omar, considering.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Subtitling. Yeah. This was from Brian. Next one, a little bit longer from. I always would like to put in the MF in his name
Because he's sexy? Sexy MF?
No, it just fits the name. Okay? If you would go Tom Jr. motherfucking Jackson, you know?
Tom Jr. motherfucking Jackson, dude. I'm all about that. I mean, he is he's a sexy motherfucker. Like Prince sang, in a word or two, it's you I want to do. No, not your body, your mind, you fool. Do. You sexy motherfucker. Anyway,
and he writes, Hello, Rob and Ida. I'm back with another letter, and this time it is about one of my most recent purchases, High Sierra, which I bought from the Criterion sale over on Amazon. So let's talk High Sierra. High Sierra is a remarkable film that was released in 1941 and stars Humphrey Bogart and directed by Raoul Walsh. And this film became the film that made Bogart a star. In case you didn't know, High Sierra is about a gangster who is released from prison with the idea he is done with that life and instead is told he must do another job because the guy behind it says that Bogart's character is his man that can get the job done right. The job, rob a hotel of its jewelry. There in of itself is the plot of the story. At the time that this film was made, Bogart was 40 years old. So this is about a year away from Casablanca being released. Now watching this film and seeing Bogart's performance, you can see and tell that this is a guy who is and was going to have a huge career. Here's a fun fact. The dog in the film, yes, there is one, and the dog was played by Bogart's actual dog, Zero. Now, because this is right before Bogart became a star, his co-star, Ida Lupino, was billed with her name about his, and then once he became a star, they started putting his name on top. Now, where the film of the 30s brought up the love of gangster film, the 40s, especially this film, brought on film noir. Now, one of the cool things about this Blu-ray is that it comes with a second, which has the film Colorado Territory, which was made in 1949, and basically a remake of High Sierra, but as a Western. But the most interesting fact about this film is that it was directed by the director of the original film, High Sierra, and that is Raoul Walsh. I sincerely recommend getting this film from the Criterion Collection, because not only is it a piece of cinema excellence and history, but will be about to see what really made Humphrey Bogart into a star. I know that it is not as impressive as the films that no one has ever heard of from the depths of the dumpster, from Trash Panda. I mean Dieter. But hey, I'm just doing my best, and so we come to the end of my letter. Thanks for reading it. And remember, as always, have a goof day. John Jr. motherfucking Jackson.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. We will always have a goof day because we're all goof people.
Correct. And since I'm on it, Oma 94 Rob is coming back. Okay. Hi Rob and guten Abend Dieter. With the both of you being avid home media collectors and with the rise of streaming, I began to wonder how long home media will last. I wonder because I remember an interview with George Lucas talking about founding ILM, and he said he founded that company because the effects department and Fox was no longer operational. All the big studios like Warner Brothers, Disney, Universal, etc. have some media home entertainment divisions. However, the rise of streaming services, since all the big studios have them, it makes me question how long that division will last, because there could be a point in time when they will all no longer be operational. You both collect home media, and George Feldenstein has been on the show several times, so maybe people like you will keep those home media entertainment divisions around for some time. However, I just think a time will come when they will all be shut down. Thanks, live long and prosper, Oma. Okay? What can you say, Rob?
I have no idea.
We have some years left, Oma. Come on.
A few. Well, as we've said on the show before, the PlayStation 5 and
the Xbox. Don't forget the Xbox, Rob.
No, I was going to get there. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox have extended. I mean, I don't know if I once heard that it was going to be at least 10 years. But I would expect that might be a reasonable assumption. I mean, 10 years maybe. But, I feel if I live to be 75 or 80, I'm going to need to buy a few machines that I have to put away, maybe freeze dry them so they still work. But,
Yeah.
I hope, I mean,
yeah.
Do you ever think about that? Do you ever think about, like, as we get on in years, Dieter, as we get up there, because, I'm close to death. Do you ever worry that, like, well, one day I'm not going to have a player to play all my physical media?
That could actually happen, Rob, but I have some stored back in my cellar, just for safekeeping.
Do you actually have machines that you haven't even opened that you're just leaving there for?
No, I have opened every machine I owned, but when I did get a new Oppo, the old one came back in the box, and it is sitting at the cellar at the moment. So I would have machines to go back to at the moment. But at the moment, everything runs smoothly. So, knock on wood, it will stay that way. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I it's funny though. I do have to say, I've been contemplating this. The idea of moving. I'm looking at my physical media collection. It's actually more organized than it's ever been, and I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, this Tuesday is going to be the last Star Trek novel I ever purchase, and I'm done. I'm done with, not because I want to be, but they've forced me into it because they're not going to continue this continuity anymore. And I've been reading Star Trek novels since I was a kid. And in a way, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Dude, I have hundreds of Star Trek novels. Everyone ever published. And Tuesday, Star Trek Coda
Will be the final one.
Star Trek Coda 3 will be the last Star Trek novel I buy. And in a way, it's kind of nice to be coming to this an end of accumulating stuff. Yeah. And so, I still buy books, I buy movies, and I buy action figures. That's what I buy. That's it. I used to buy a lot more different things. I don't buy die-cast robots anymore or whatever. But it's going to be nice to not buy things. I thought about movies. I mean, I'll probably, I love the book The Outsiders. Last week I showed the Studio Canal. I watched this week, by the way. It's beautiful and fantastic. And but I realize I've got this. This is great. This set is great. Will I ever watch The Outsiders again?
Yeah, that's how often do you watch your collection? I know this type of third class problems we have,
Well, I mean, it's an interesting idea that we've curated. I mean, I don't know when you're long dead and gone, and some archaeological dig from the aliens that will one day run this planet, when they find your condominium, your house, wherever you live, I don't know, I haven't been there, but when they find your collection, these aliens are going to puzzle over it. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, Cynthia Rothrock.
Shocks.
How do they make sense of it? Who were you, Dieter Bastian, when you lived?
What kind of strange species are we landed on?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be like, what? And I think that Saarbrücken, Deutschland will obviously be the first place that the aliens land, because they won't know any better. They're like, well, it's close to France. Let's land here. And they're gonna come into your place, man. The first place they're gonna come, they're gonna be attracted to the actual reflection of the discs. They're gonna be like, let's go over there. There's something shiny, shiny.
Like we know from Galaxy Quest, the historical documents.
That's right. And you in Saarbrücken, you have the most. They're not gonna understand all of this isn't real.
Yeah, historical documents. And like you always said, Rob, we always need to have that feeling. If someone would come and he would say, do you have surf sharks? Of course I have surf sharks on Blu-ray, I gotta have that movie.
You don't want to let those aliens down, because that's the first film they're going to be asking to see.
We both bought F9, even if we say the movie is not that good, but we bought it.
I know.
Could be that somebody is coming. I would like to watch F9, and then you would say, I don't have that.
Yeah, you don't want it. That's the worst. If somebody wants to watch, if somebody comes to your house and wants to watch part of your collection, and you have to tell them you don't have it. I mean, that's like the ultimate fail for a physical media collector.
Totally on board with you, Rob.
It's like, oh man, come on now.
I failed. Epic fail, Rob.
Epic fail. Okay. Epic.
Moving on to the next letter from Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh, hang on, Burnett. Charlie. Wait, let me. He deserves full screen. There you go.
Charlie the Unicorn. Mr. Burnett and Mr. Bastian. A short letter. One of my most anticipated titles for years. The Mad Max Anthology 4K set got recalled. Long story short, the sound mix was off, according to the forum on Blu-ray.com. Major disappointment. I'm beyond devastated. These movies definitely I held close to my heart. Question: do you have any titles that you bought with major expectations going into the release? that didn't live up to the hype. Cats in the Bag do not count either. Have a most excellent day. Thanks, Charlie the Unicorn. Charlie,
It's a good question, Charlie.
It's a good question, but considering where my expectations wasn't met, I've always have expectations that the picture quality will be good, but then you watch it and you see, well, it's an old transfer, it's not a new one, and then you can only hope it will get re-released at some point later, and you will buy it again. That's the
Hey, you know what? Hang on.
Yeah.
The director of Tango Shalom, Gabe Bologna, is calling me.
Okay.
Hey, Gabe.
Hey, man.
I'm broadcasting live on our Sunday show, Let's Get Physical Media. And you're
It's so funny that you said that, because I was just calling you to say that on the physical media part of our Amazon page, where it says DVD sales, it says now Amazon's Choice. We were just listed as an Amazon's Choice,
well,
which is a very rare accolade.
it's very funny. No one will believe that I didn't ask you to call me live during the show, but could you please, being the director of Tango Shalom and one of my very good friends, might you ask everyone to buy their friends and loved ones the DVD of Tango Shalom, or as we say, or the VOD? Do you have a message for the public about your movie Tango Shalom, Gabe?
Well, yes. As a Hanukkah gift,
It is
there's
Hanukkah
no
now.
better present than giving a Tango Shalom DVD to a loved one. Today is the first day of Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, oh
Yes.
Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. A dreidel to play with and goodies to eat.
Exactly.
There you go.
And by the way, we have a very, very funny original song in our movie by a hysterically brilliant band called Golem.
That's true.
And they have a very funny song that says, the name of the song is, her name is Fredela, and she will play with your dreidel.
Yes, it's true. And I love it when she plays with my dreidel. She spins me round like a record, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Well, can I call you later after we get off the show?
All right, talk to you soon.
All
Enjoy
right,
the show.
there you go.
Bye.
That was, of course, Tango Shalom director Gabriel Bologna wishing all of you a happy Hanukkah and to hopefully have someone named Fredela play with your dreidel.
Considering the Tango Shalom DVD, Rob, Terje in the chat asks, is the DVD region free of Tango Shalom?
I believe it is, to be honest. Here. Wait, hang on. Just so you guys, I do believe the Tango Shalom DVD is, in fact, region free. I don't think our distributors know what region coding is. I love them, but I would imagine it probably is region free. And I'm sorry, you can actually download the movie in HD. I know it's terrible on this show. You can download the film. I did master it in 4K, but I believe that you can download it in high definition. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Careful.
I know.
Okay, I have one last letter to go, and then we are through with the letters. This one comes from JD, which always reminds me of Scrubs. JD. Okay. JD says, hello, Mr. Burnett and Herr Bastian. Physical media could have a future after all, depending on how things go. I was reading recently about this new method of writing data onto glass, or more accurately, writing data in the nanoscale structures of glass, which increases the storage capacity of a Blu-ray size discs to 500 terabytes, 500,000 gigabytes, 10,000 times more than a Blu-ray. The ability to write data in the nanostructures of the glass allows higher data capacity because you're squeezing more information into the same area. The laser use seems to still be within the 350, 480 nanometers of the blue or violet laser of the Blu-ray. They call it 5D optical storage because in addition to the usual 3 dimensions, it also uses 2 optical dimensions to store the data. unfortunately, at the moment, the writing speed is only 225 kilobytes per second, an improvement on those 3 kilobytes per second they could do in 2017. If there's a demand for the technology, and if it could be sped up enough to make it practical for mass production, it could allow for discs of uncompressed movies. You could get the 800 gigabyte of Tango Shalom, or maybe even both parts of Dune eventually on a single disc. Who knows?
Wow, and the fact that he remembered the Tango Shalom is almost 800 gigabytes. Kudos to you, sir.
Yeah. Who knows? You could record Eternals and then immediately throw in the trash. I'd love to be able to get all of Star Trek Discovery and Picard, easily the best of Star Trek ever produced, all on one disc. Kidding. Please don't block me, please, he says. It means you'll have to buy yet another version of all those same movies, which to a physical media junkie is probably better than Spanish Fly. But it means the show could go almost indefinitely, right up till the inevitable invention of the insolinear optical chip. If you had the money to do it, would you prefer to get a perfect digital copy of a film uncompressed, or to buy a 35mm print of it, a la Quentin Tarantino? I wonder if a 5D disc, the size of a laserdisc, would be practical. Apparently, the 5D glass discs can withstand high temperatures, and assuming they wouldn't shatter if you drop them, like those old shellac records pre-vinyl, then it might be the way to go. They could last practically forever, and the laserdisc size would give you great options for cover art and other extras in the box sets, and think those physical media pushers would produce to tempt the junkies. Anyway, love the show, and here's hoping for many Schnäppchens and Katze im Sack in both your futures, in all your futures. Stay classy, JD! Okay, that's a little bit of an future. What could be possible if it will come to fruition? I don't know about that. And considering, if you said, JD,
did you just call me Burnett? I don't know, Burnett.
Just
asking.
I don't know.
Okay.
Considering the size, if it would be a laser disc, then I hope not. Considering the noise that a big disc like that would probably generate, I don't know about that, JD. But this was really a little bit delve into the future, and I don't know if the studios will go that way. But let's hope. Let's hope for the best. Okay. So, Rob, should I go into my hole this week?
I think you should, because Trash Panda,
Okay.
we all want to know what treasures you scraped out of the bottom of the dumpster
So,
this week.
should I start with Trash, Rob? Should I really start with Trash?
I leave that up to you.
This nice one in 4K.
Okay, don't
This
you
nice
dare.
one is
Don't you
okay.
dare call that trash. Don't you dare. Did you get that from me?
No, Rob. It
Is
doesn't
that
come
German?
with English subtitle.
God
It's the
damn
German one from Koch.
Have you watched this? You realize my
watching
man Tony Leung, dude.
Yeah.
No one wears a linen suit like Tony Leung does in this movie. This is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It came this week, so I haven't watched it. Comes with a little booklet, and it says the most beautiful love story in the world.
Dude, I'm telling you. Oh, gosh.
So this is from Koch, but it doesn't come, Rob, with English subtitles. But I will check it. We know that cover specs can sometimes be wrong, but I don't think it has. On the cover, it says just subtitles German on it. You've got the 4K,
Maybe Criterion
4K,
will
the
put it
Blu-ray,
out.
and the DVD. In the Mood for Love, but this was not the only one from Wong Kar-wai. This one came too.
Wow.
Happy together.
Is that in 4K as well?
Yeah, it's the same
God
same
damn.
idea of the packaging.
We get the Criterion Wong Kar-wai set, and they don't put it out in 4K. This movie, this is a great. Both of those movies are incredible. They're all about love.
Intensive, impressive. Little booklet.
So good.
So that I just didn't start with some trashy titles, you know.
Those are no. If don't you dare besmirch
No,
one of my
no.
favorite directors, Wong Kar-wai.
So just to start off with two nicer ones, and then to contrast that in 4K, nice that they put that out, but I haven't seen these movies in a long time. Blue Underground, Maniac Cop 2
Wow.
in 4K, you know, unfortunately not lenticular cover, and cover is the same.
And that, that's Bill Lustig. They do a really good job. They put out, of course, Dead and Buried. They put out The Final Countdown.
And of course, the third one too.
Of course, because why wouldn't you have that on 4K?
Yeah, correct. And considering, we sometimes get these slip covers, and I'm not the comic doctor, but you can see here on the front it's a little bit, white. It's not really black. And what I do, considering my restoration tactic, is just use a black adding.
Wow.
Go with the black adding
Okay,
over that.
the level of insanity right now is insane.
And then it's black.
Oh,
it's not white anymore, okay?
There you go.
Call me your restoration partner. Okay?
Well, are you a better man now that you own Maniac Cop 1 and 2?
So this, in contrast to the Wong Kar-wai stuff, Maniac Cop 2 and Maniac Cop 3 in 4K. And this one, Rob, you showed last week, and I watched it. Really loved it, I have to say. I liked it. I've got the Candyman 2.
It's you know what? It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Sound design is great of the movie. It looks dope. And even if I watched some reviews, I totally forgot that it is actually a sequel to the 1992.
Yeah, no, it is. It is
a sequel. So it's really nice. Candyman.
Yeah. Looking forward to what do you have next for us?
Considering you showed it last week, Rob, I've got it too. Josie and the Pussycats.
Dude,
Finally.
okay. First of all, for those of you who might laugh, we did not buy Josie and the Pussycats.
Who's laughing now?
Dude, people are. Who's laughing now? People are. They're laughing at us, Dieter. But you know what? Those people have not joined the cult of Josie. Josie and the Pussycats. I'm your backdoor lover, if you know what I'm saying.
Guitars and Marshall stacks.
It's good. Josie and the Pussycats is good. It is one of the forgotten gems of the last 20 years.
I forgot it, Rob, until they announced it. It will come out on Blu-ray, and I thought, yes, Josie and the Pussycats is coming out.
It's really good. It's really good. I don't know why I've always thought of it this way, but I think Josie and the Pussycats and Tropic Thunder are a great double feature. They don't have much to do with one another, but if you think about it, thematically, they have some intersectional points, and I love them both.
Yeah. I even have the soundtrack for Josie and the Pussycats.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
I love the songs.
Backdoor Lover. That's one of my favorites. I'm telling you.
Yes. Yesterday, I watched this one and really loved it, Rob. Caveat from Shudder, Rob.
Really?
Shudder.
Haven't seen it.
And I really loved it. And why was it great, Rob? I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't delve into it. You
just put it on. It was a complete cat in the bag.
And the movie did grab me immediately, Rob, which is tough to do for a movie, to grab me immediately. And Bobby, if you did send me a present for Christmas, don't buy me an Energizer bunny. Please don't. Because now I know it's a ghost detector.
Okay.
Don't buy me an Energizer bunny, Rob.
Are you sure? Because,
It creeped me out, Rob. It creeped me out.
Well, that's really good.
High recommendation from me, Caveat. And I watched, when I put on my setup here, I listened to the director's commentary. And this is his first feature film. So I was really surprised. He did some shorts. He did mention influence like Blue Ruin from Jeremy Saulnier as influence. And really, really dug the movie, Rob. Rob, don't read anything. No trailers. It's on Shudder. Caveat. And it comes with producer and director's commentary as special features and some storyboards for the for the movie.
Once again, shout out to Shudder for making sure a lot of their films come out on physical media.
Shudder. Yeah, correct.
Shout out.
Yeah, This one, Cat in the Backdrop, and we know in the desert sun, every step that you take could be the final one. Outback. Rob.
So that's
No.
a movie set in the Australian outback?
I
Or
hope
is it
so.
behind your
I hope
house?
so. No, I hope so, but I haven't watched it. So survival stuff, I'm always in for it. Outback. No, hope it's good. It's good. Cat in the Back. No, Outback. The next one I watched on Thursday, but doesn't matter. You always tell me, Rob, say yes, Dieter, say yes, say yes. And if
Yeah,
you
the
say
answer is always
Donnie
yes on this show. The answer is, should we
If
do
you
this?
say-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you say Donnie Yen plays a cop in an action movie, of course I say yes, Rob. I got from Hong Kong, Raging Fire,
Wow.
which is out in the States as well, I believe, next week or this week. What a great action movie, Rob.
Wow.
Donnie didn't let me down again. It was great.
The Force is with Donnie, and Donnie's with the Force.
Yeah. And I'm
The police
really
force, that
looking
is.
forward I'm really looking forward to for him to be in John Wick 4.
Oh, yeah,
Raging
no,
Fire
totally.
Raging Fire was awesome for me.
All right.
And the last one, I've got a steelbook, Rob. I've got a
No.
steelbook. I've got a steelbook of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
How come I don't have that? Is that out yet in
Don't know.
America?
I don't know. Must be.
How do I not have Who Framed Roger Rabbit in 4K? She's not bad. She's just drawn that way.
Ha. And it's printed on the inside.
Bruh, I can't believe I don't have this. What the hell? I'm remiss.
Yeah,
Let me go to Amazon. And,
correct. But I haven't checked it, considering the quality. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? This was my last one, considering my whole of the week.
Well, we've got some super chats. People have sent in a few. Got a few. Sends in a super chat.
Is it
Chris,
in San Diego still?
she is in San Diego. She's there, and
Okay.
it's funny. Like I've only ever seen on YouTube, but she's been sending. I'm going to show them on Rob Observations. She's been sending pictures and videos, and she looks like she's having a great time.
Awesome.
Which is great. Chris C says, "Hey guys,
Okay.
the Dune 4K Steelbook is up for pre-order at Best Buy. By the way, the Dune 3D Blu-ray is up for pre-order at Amazon. So anybody can buy Dune in 3D. That's pretty cool.
In 3D.
Also, they're remastering the original Mothra in 4K, hoping Rodan is next. Dino 1. By God,
Okay.
Rodan's my favorite classic Showa-era kaiju film. I would love to get Rodan in 4K. And Mothra. Terrier says, I ordered this movie called Free Enterprise on Region 2 DVD. Third time I bought that movie in my lifetime. I hope it's good. I don't know that movie. Do you know that movie? Free Enterprise?
I think I've heard some rumblings, Rob, about being some sort of cult classic. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Tell me, why did you bought it for a third time?
Yeah, I don't know. Like a third time, do you hate it so much
And
that
he-
you
and
throw
he-
it
and he
away?
did
Do you use
say
it as
he-
coasters or what?
And he hasn't seen it. Bought it for a third time.
What can I do, dude? I don't know what to say. Well, Terrier, I appreciate you have bought any movie on DVD and had it sent to Norway. That's pretty cool. Justin Toner, our man Justin, man with the plan. Justin says, "Hi, Robin Dieter. I'm still waiting on Barnes & Noble to mail me Citizen Kane 4K. Hope to have it this week." You know what? They might. I think they've shipped me mine, but as you know, there is a recall program. You actually have to send the disc to Criterion, the Blu-ray. The 4K is fine, but the Blu-ray is fucked up, and they have a replacement program. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they're sending it or not. As for Black Friday sales, I'm getting Dolomite and the Tiger Claws trilogy with Cynthia Rothrock from Vinegar Syndrome. Also, Jean-Claude Van Damme's Jean-Claude Van Damme's Double Impact from MVD for only $9.99. That's a Schnäppchen, right?
That's a Schnäppchen. Yeah.
Total Schnäppchen. And if you didn't know already, Dieter Bastian is nothing if not a Schnäppchen hunter. Dieter, what exactly is a Schnäppchen?
A Schnäppchen is if you get something at reduced price, and I mean really reduced. If the normal retail price would say $29.99, and you would get it at release date for $19.99. So $10 off. That would be a Schnäppchen immediately at release date. And Schnäppchen, schnappen just means grab something. Grab something. Schnappen, Schnäppchen. And you can make a lot of Schnäppchens when it's Black Friday, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of Schnäppchens this weekend. Yeah. Cyber Monday's tomorrow. I got a lot of action figure Schnäppchens over the last week. A lot of Schnäppchens. I got I got the Death Watch Mandalorian figure for free from Sideshow. Ooh. I just had to pay shipping because of my points. I had points.
Awesome.
And got a lot of 20% off stuff from Toys Wonderland. It's pretty good. Awesome. Stubble McShave sends in a tip and says, if someone stumbled over your physical media collection in December 2071, 50 years from now, I can honestly say, Stubble, I'll be dead. I'll be dead.
Yes.
Do you think they will find a physical media treasure that's worth a lot of money, or will they just throw it away since there's no more monetary value in that old junk? I will say this. If you compare Dieter's and my collections, I think there's a lot more monetary value in my collection only because the movies are better.
I couldn't argue with that one, Rob. And considering if a movie would really have to be valuable, getting more value, it would have to be out of print, not be on any streaming service. Probably tough.
Well, I mean, here's what I would like to believe. That say wherever my physical media collection is, it's uncovered long after I'm gone. If there's some reason why people were excavating my physical media collection, I would assume it's because of my amazing career and just the impact I've made on humanity. So if they found that collection of mine, I would think that the actual movies I chose to collect, the eclectic nature of my collection of physical media would in itself be of interest. Like, what does this say about a man? Who is Robert Meyer Burnett? And they would look at your collection and go, we know exactly who Dieter Bastian is. He loves Jennifer Lawrence. He loves Cynthia Rothrock, and he loves Scott Adkins. That's it.
That sums it up. And considering movies that are valuable, I did made that stream with Terry about The Thing, and he did pointed to me out I should mention 3 movies. And I did mention Detroit Rock City, and I said to him, you can easily order that at Amazon.com. Should be a Schnäppchen right now. But I was wrong, Rob. The title is out of print.
Out of print, bruh.
Yeah, and so the price was actually way more up than I was expecting it to
Gene
be.
Simmons did that on purpose. He bought all the copies up to jack it up. And when you want to buy Detroit Rock City,
yeah.
They all come from his house. He's like, it's $100. What do you want?
Easy money. Easy money.
There you go. So there you go, Stubble. By the way, Stubble.
Yeah. Stubble, unfortunately, Rob, I haven't started with Wheels of Time yet. Unfortunately not.
Well, who has started with Wheels of Time, who's like caught up, is Elizabeth. Oh, and she is loving Wheel of Time. She's loving it.
Great.
Wheel of Time. Great. So that's pretty good. So Stubble, I'm just happy he's happy that he has his own TV show. Can you imagine that all of Hollywood came together just to make a TV show for Stubble McShave that's going to go 8 seasons? Like, they don't care if anyone else watches it. They just care that Stubble is watching it. All 6'5" of him. He's my favorite Swede. I mean, Emilio Johansson will be like, what? But, let's face it. Stubble McShave, my favorite Swede. Just saying. Harry Nice Guy sends in a super chat and says, Harry says, congrats to your 50th show. It seems the Tango Shalom DVD is sold out on Amazon Germany. I don't think it's available actually on Amazon Germany, but there's a puzzle of the movie poster you can order. Well, that's a bootleg product, first of all. There's a puzzle. I would say order it, because if there's a bootleg product from a movie I made, like Tango Shalom, I'm like, more power to anyone. I mean, I don't want you to bootleg the movie. Please just pay. Here's what I want. I would implore anyone. if you have not seen Tango Shalom and you live in North America, we only have a few days left. We have to get up to 50 or 100 reviews, hopefully 5-star reviews, even if you hate the movie, just in deference to Dieter. In deference to Dieter's collection of Scott Adkins movies, just rent Tango Shalom. It's only $4.90 or $3.99. Rent it. Show it to your grandmother. She'll like it. You don't even have to watch it. Or you can buy the HD version. I know it's not physical, but you can download it. But what I need you to do is just go write a review and talk about how wonderful it is and how much your boy Rob Burnett did so great on the editorial work on it. Just kidding. You don't have to say that. You don't even have to say my name. Just buy the movie and go write a 5-star review and go, this film is wonderful. That's all you have to do. Please, do it for me. Do it now.
Okay.
Do it now. Anyway, so thank you, Harry Nice Guy. And by the way, buy that puzzle. You know what? I'm going to go to... Actually, Dieter, go to Amazon Germany and buy me the Tango Shalom puzzle and send it to me. Because I want that.
Tango Shalom puzzle. Unbelievable.
Tom Jr. Okay. So Tom Jr. Jackson... I have to say that he has these Zoom meetings with members of the Post-Geek Singularity. I was on it, drinking heavily for hours yesterday. I don't think I've had more fun. Catherine was there. Tom Jr. Jackson was there. And Terrier was the one that sent me the link. He's like, Tom Jr. Jackson will come in his pants if you come on to our Zoom call. That's what he said. I'm like, well, if there's no, you know what? If I can facilitate orgasms, I'll show up. So we had a great time. Scott Richardson just kept interrupting me, but I love Scott. I want to go party with that guy. So it was great. So Tom Jr. Jackson, and to all of the peeps out there, the Post-Geek Singularity, watching on your Zoom call, I salute all of you. And so does Dieter. Do you salute them too?
For those about to rock, we salute you.
God damn right. So thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. 200 Watt Studio says, I think they bought Free Enterprise 3 times, hoping it gets better each time. Well,
it's not from me. It's
well,
not from
my
me,
next one. Just kidding. Totally worth it. He says, my man S Beam, figure collector, figure maker. S Beam says, did you guys see? You know what? This is a good one. Did you guys see that American Werewolf box set on Zavvi that has the statuette? I want it, but I just purchased the steelbook. Ugh. Decisions. Have you seen that with the extended hand, the box set with the...
No, I haven't looked.
Because it looks cool. But we have, we have the ultimate 4K turbine box.
I'm not really looking forward to... I'm not seeking out any other American Werewolf in London copies.
No, because we have those box sets are the ultimate. But yes, S-Beam, I did see that. Emilio Hansen says,
yeah,
it's okay, Rob. I accept Stubble as the favorite.
As the favorite.
Oh man, now you know what?
Number 2 is fine too.
On our European tour, we're gonna go. You and I are gonna have. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on the Imagination Connoisseur and the Trash Panda tour of Europe. You and I. The lockdown tour of Europe. We're gonna see. We're gonna sneak across international borders. We're gonna wear masks. We'll be vaccinated. We're going to Sweden. And we're going to go party with Emil and Stubble because I don't know if they get out of their houses. I've never seen them out of their houses. I've only seen them in their houses. We're going to go. As a matter of fact, I've never seen you out of your house except you made movies out of your house and you have taken photographs of yourself and sent them to me at the movie theater. So, correct. Emil, you know what? You're coming in second's good. If we had a podium, you'd be standing right next to Stubble.
And I don't know how tall Emil is. Perhaps there.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Stubble down on the lower podium so Emil can be in the first place position just because they look the same height. Could be.
Correct.
So, where does that leave us, dude?
That leaves us with previously on Observations. Tom Jr. Jackson. I didn't like Arcane. I see what you're doing there, Tom. You're trolling. If not, go see a doctor immediately. Come on. Unbelievable. I don't like Arcane. Red Comet. Haven't bought a Blu-ray disc since 2010, but it's nice that you're watching the show anyway. Okay? My friend Tim Hens.
He only
Suicide
buys
Squad.
4Ks. Come on.
Oh, I didn't read that in that.
I don't think it's there. I'm just, that's just a thought. I could be
Tim
wrong.
Hens. Yeah, my friend Tim Hens. The Suicide Squad is still better. Is still a better movie than Justice League. Yes, Tim, I'm there with you actually. Mr. Gonzal 09. Ghostbusters Afterlife sucks. It's a children's movie with some nostalgia. Come on, Mr. Gonzal. Some nostalgia? Some? Only some? Come on.
Okay.
But Tim Hens already watched Ghostbusters Afterlife twice. Loved it. Okay. Oma 94. Unpopular opinion. I like the original 1984 Ghostbusters, but find it very overrated.
What?
Yeah, Oma 94. No.
Omar's young.
Always.
You know what? I want Omar to come on this show. Omar, enough of your letters. We're just going to have you on one day. I'm sick of your letters. I want to have you come on. We're going to talk to you directly.
That would be great.
Wait, let me make sure. Hang on, because I want to make sure he's sincere. Omar 94. We don't know what you look like. We don't know where you really are, but I'm inviting you. This is an open invitation to come on Robservations. Let's Get Physical Media. Anything that Burnettwork does, I want you to come on the show live, and we're going to talk, buddy. You and I, guests of your choice. Tell me, who do you want? Dave Parker, Lal, Dieter? I'll make it happen. Come on the show. There you go. There's my offer to Omar 94. Okay. As a matter of fact, we should just do shows with Omar. Can you imagine? It'd be like Omar, Dieter, and me. A new show on the Burnettwork. People would watch.
Okay. There's your invite. Okay. Victor Fontaine. Come on, Dieter. The fan service was done well in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Made it a fun watch.
Was it though?
Okay. Was it though? TBO Entertainment. I'm so sad that Dieter doesn't like Ghostbusters anymore. I still like the first one, but the new one didn't work.
Tim Hans says the only reason that we're going to go to Sweden is to visit Swedish brothels. Do they have brothels in Sweden?
So.
Are there brothels in Germany? Is prostitution legal?
Yeah.
I'm coming. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's not legal here. Do you have a brothel in Saarbrücken?
Somewhere there are.
Somewhere there are. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to find someone named Annika.
Annika, okay?
Yeah.
Considering the box office in Germany from last weekend when Ghostbusters Afterlife had his first weekend. Of course, Ghostbusters Afterlife was the first one in Germany too. But here comes the kicker, Rob.
Uh-oh.
No Time to Die was still second. How many people do you think? How many people were more interested in Ghostbusters than to see No Time to Die in its 8th week? How many people?
6.
So that, no, a little bit more, but only 500 people, Rob, were more interested in seeing Ghostbusters than No Time to Die in its 8th week.
Yeah, you know what?
Only 500 people.
My problems with No Time to Die notwithstanding, everyone in Europe loves James Bond. James Bond is the European mascot of coolness. Even the Germans. They're like, you know what was the German what's the German intelligence service? The FSB, or is that Soviet service? What, I don't even know. What is it?
Didn't come from the top of my head now, Rob.
Wow. Well, apparently, if you have a problem, you don't know who to call. You're going to call Ghostbusters because you don't know who the German intelligence services are, which is fine. It's okay.
Correct.
Good.
But No Time to Die is running like clockwork here. Like there was no COVID.
I love it.
It's probably, considering the audience, I think it's even more than Avengers Endgame.
I have to give a shout out to the lovely Emma Bannon in the UK, because she did hit me to the fact that I think HMV is putting out a box set. And, I have to say, dude, I mean, it's not just I love James Bond, but I would expect, and let me ask you this, next year, 2022 is
60,
the 60th anniversary of the Bond franchise. What do you think the odds are, now that Amazon owns MGM, what do you think the odds are that we are going to get a 4K box set of all 25 Bond films, official Bond films? Over or under 50%? Do you think we're going to get a box set of all the Bond films, the 60th anniversary box set?
Under, just because, Rob, we know from Bill that there are not that many manufacturing stations anymore for discs. So all 25 movies to get in 4K, I don't know if that it's possible for the next.
Why do you got to harsh my mellow? Why do you have to? Why do you have to do that to me?
I don't know if that's possible, considering new
I have dreams
transfers.
of I want a dream of a beautiful box set of Bond films. I want big box of Bond movies with all the extras, all the trimmings, all the fixins. We just had Thanksgiving here.
Perhaps we will find them on Amazon Prime Video, Rob.
They're already on Amazon Prime Video in 4K.
In 4K?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime?
Yeah, you know what? I was just zipping through the the Pierce Brosnan, Elizabeth and I, before we watched. You know what Elizabeth and I watched this week, and not on disc because the sound's fucked up. Probably is fucked up on it. We watched Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
And
what's
you're just a raggedy man. That movie has aged so well. God, I love that movie. We ain't been slack. We kept it straight.
So we will probably have to wait a little longer for the replacement discs. And in Germany, they postpone the release of the set,
dude,
to next month. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Germans, let me tell you, Germans, I know, they have very strict quality control standards. How this slipped through their fingers.
Considering you have that anthology set in your hand, Tim Hans said, if the Mad Max anthology is useless, send it to me. I don't mind. Okay, Tim Hans, I can reach out to Rob. Tim Hans would take it from you, but if you will get it, who knows?
I know.
Das Plagueis said, GVC are making new projectors with support for 3D. That's good to know.
Really?
That's good to know. Yeah.
That's actually really good to know.
Yeah. Victor Fontaine, Josie and the Pussycats. What the hell, Rob? Yeah, what the hell, Victor? Why don't you have it? Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah, you know what? First of all, Josie and the Pussycats rules. It's great, and you're making fun of it because you've never seen it. Come on now. You know you haven't. Here's a recommendation from the Robster. Watch Josie and the Pussycats. Whether you rent it, buy it, if you don't like it, and you can't just say, because I'll replace it for you. I'll buy you the disc of your choice. Just you, not everyone.
Like we now established it, our favorite suite, Stubble McShave. Most of the time, Dieter is lost with the shuttlecraft at the garbage pile. So I will probably not be landing in any shuttle bay soon.
I don't. That's not true. Come on.
And Stubble goes on, I wonder if they're going to change the name of the show to The Dieter Show. Probably. The show is fine.
Can I just say that Stubble McShave just tipped us and says, this is premature, but since it is the 50th episode of The Dieter Show, I thought I'd mention that on the 10th of December, it's 50 years since Lucasfilm was founded. I'd say that the first quarter century was better than the second quarter century of Lucasfilm's existence. Bro, we might think that because of the output, but they've made a lot of money. And did you see that TV spot for the Book of Boba Fett that dropped yesterday? Did you see that shit?
No.
Bruh. Dude. Come on. I mean, you know what? You know what's so funny? What's so funny is you think about like all these franchises, everyone gets cynical. I still love the MCU. Loving it. But
that was the one I forgot, Rob. I watched the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye.
What'd you think?
I had a great time. It's not, considering the 4 shows that we got from the MCU, they're really different.
Yep.
And that I will have to give them to.
But I will tell you this:
really different.
They all have to do with family. The entire fourth, and I think I can see it ramping up. I'm really loving Hawkeye because I read Matt Faction's Hawkeye run in the comics. I really loved it. There's a lot of people that don't because everyone is expecting world-shaking stuff now. But I've kind of really enjoyed the crazy diversity in the storytelling. I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool.
The first 2 episodes, each one had, for me, one great laugh out loud moment. The first one, it was the musical, of course. That was totally insane. And the second one was the LARPing event in the in the city. That was a great laugh out loud moment for me. But it's not too sincere. It's really very light-hearted.
Yeah, and I like it. I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah. Tom Jr. motherfucking Jackson. Sky Sharks.
Wait, can you say that? Can you say that one more time?
Tom Jr. motherfucking Jackson.
God, you know what? No one says motherfucking like a German.
Sky Sharks, the bottom of the dumpster. So, Tom, you have seen it. Good for you. Okay. Tim Hens, I stand my abbreviation over Sky Sharks. What the fuck? I still haven't watched it. I will hope I can get around to it for the next week.
Oh, boy.
And Stubble McShave said to Tom Jr. Jackson, he answered, Dieter is parking his shuttlecraft in the dumpster. Okay.
Oh, that's not fair. Why is it open season on Dieter? Let's make fun of Dietz today. I call him Dietz. Everyone should call him Dietz.
Rogue Thinker, enjoying another fine episode. Sky Sharks always appreciate the great finds from Dieter. Okay, Rogue Thinker.
See, there you go. Look at, on one hand, you can be just dismissed even by the host of the show. On another,
then the next one,
a viewer can love you.
Get picked up. Okay.
That's life.
Demands. Congratulations on the 1-year anniversary for Let's Get Physical Media. Thank you, Tim. The Grassy Knolls. There are Adult Swim and Crunchyroll hubs on HBO Max in US, but no Blade Runner Black Lotus. That don't make no sense.
I agree. You think Blade Runner Black Lotus would be on HBO Max because it is Warner Brothers. But apparently it's not.
Unfortunately, it isn't.
I know.
So let me just check what I have here. Rogue Thinker. I think it was referred to Spider-Man, No Way Home. We already know too much. No more trailers. Let's get the movie. Okay.
Well, it does. The tickets go on sale tomorrow.
You
think they're going to drop another trailer?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Don't. Rob, we already have 2 trailers. You want another?
Yeah, but they're dropping. One? I mean, look, they want this movie to make $1 billion. I think that. Okay, let me ask you this: do you believe that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield play Spider-Man and Spider-Man in Spider-Man: No Way Home?
Yes.
I do too. Do you think when tickets go on sale tomorrow, do you think they will drop a trailer that shows the 2 of them in the movie? Or clips, the 3 Spider-Men, the Spiderman, all 3 of them together? I mean, dude, what better way than to get the entire planet in a lather about seeing this movie than to drop 3 Spidermen in the same frame?
That would be insane.
Dude, I would jizz in my bed. Yeah.
I can only hope the movie is not overstuffed to the brim.
Well, I worry about that. I do worry about that.
Because I did see that great picture you posted on Instagram with all stuff in the Spider-Man movie. Godzilla, Star Destroyer.
Everything's in the movie. I didn't make that picture. I just thought it was hilarious. I'm like, great. Everything is in the movie. All of it. Everything you've ever thought of is in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Slice Night. Am I the only person who remembers the plan for the 50th? Slice Night, was there a plan for the 50th? I have no idea. Slice Night, help us.
I see no method at all. Was there a plan? Do we have a plan?
I actually don't know, Rob.
I mean,
will help us out, you know. And he answered to Justin Toner, "That's true. Good to know that I'm not the only one who remembers. I still got dips on the letter I. So I don't know, Justin, help us out. The 50th show. Was there any plans? No.
I don't remember. Half the time, I'm don't even remember what we say. Oh yeah, but I will say this. You know what we should have done for the 50th? We should have calculated how much we've spent on discs in the past year. I never thought to do that, but it would. It's funny because with because
considering I buy the stuff at release date, so not really a Schnäppchen hunter. Even
or how much have you spent sending me shit? And what have you got in return? Zero. But you know what? You're getting a big box for Christmas, bruh.
Yeah. Considering the tax-free barrier has dropped, so I have to pay every time tax now for an American order that I do. It's gotten more expensive.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks, Rob. Correct.
Well, I would say I'd send them to you, but you'd never get them. I just have a big stack behind me, like I still have. Like, I mean, you know.
You probably could send it when you have to move.
Remember this?
Oh,
come on now.
Rob. Oh, the Great Horn set.
Yeah.
Rogue Finger is back. Yep, I enjoyed Shang-Chi, but there was too much CG. The fights seemed too fluffy, except for the knife fight, and the end battle was just kind of a letdown for him. Rogue Finger. Okay.
Wow, what a bummer, Rogue Finger. You know what though?
The young
I just want to point out that as I look down at my haul for the week, one of my favorites, in case he doesn't realize that.
Careful, Rob, careful.
I have it on Blu-ray, actually 4K Steelbook. You don't. Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
The young Yoda. I like the Hunger Games. Nothing else to add. No
Wait,
argument there.
Dieter, do you have any? Do you have the Hunger Games on physical media?
Yeah, probably only the 4 movies only once, I believe. Something like that.
Do you have did they ever publish like a exorbitantly expensive book about the Hunger Games that you might own?
Not that I can recall, Rob, that it was that expensive.
Just checking.
But it was great that you.
I was just asking because I know that you're a fan of Jennifer Lawrence, so
yeah. Considering and good news, Rob. I've seen that Don't Look Up will be shown at the theaters here.
Yes.
And it will be shown 2 weeks earlier than it will be on Netflix. 2 weeks.
Yes, that's right. I'm going to go see it in the theater for sure.
December 9th. And
but,
considering that, yeah, sorry.
Midnight Rider.
Yeah.
Sends us a
Midnight
super chat.
Rider.
I'm talking about the Midnight Rider. A movie I love, which would be worthy of a 4K release, is Peter Pan from 2003 with Jason Isaacs. It would benefit greatly from an Atmos track. Also, give me Speed Racer on 4K. Well, I can't speak to this, but you never know what's going to happen. Matrix Resurrections is coming out. Maybe we'll get a Speed Racer got the hi-hat. Well, it was only on a BD25. It didn't even have an uncompressed audio track.
And it was, I believe, VC1 back in the day from the compression.
Yeah.
That's
a beautiful film. You know, we're going to have to, it's our 50th show, we're going to have to call George.
Considering when does Matrix come into the theaters? A week later after Spider-Man? I don't know that.
Maybe the 22nd or something? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Are you excited for Matrix Resurrections?
I'm really curious. Say more curious.
Me too. I'm kind of stoked for it. Got to say it.
Yeah.
Kind of stoked.
Poop the P. Watch the first 3 episodes of The Wheel of Time. Bro, it's a real snooze fest.
Uh-oh.
But what can I say, Rob? I just repeat this stuff, okay? Planet 628. I wish steelbooks had images printed in the inside they are always boring inside. Yes, sometimes, but sometimes you get printed on the inside printed. It's not always that the inside comes without print.
Boy, I need to get
Sometimes you
that, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Sometimes you get. Okay, Rob, that was it. Considering the live chat, do you have any special edition ready?
No.
Just asking, Rob.
Come on, man. No, I don't. I do not. I got this week. I got a Hot Toys Shore Trooper.
Oh, great.
Which was
this one of your Schnäppchen sales?
No, this was something I had on order for like 2 years, but it came.
Jeez.
So it was just sitting here. So
did the figure just was released now?
They did release the Shore Trooper with Rogue One, and I was broke as fuck back then, so I didn't buy any Rogue One or Thor Ragnarok figures from Hot Toys, which still vexes me. But no, so they released the Shore Trooper Grunt and the Shore Trooper Squad Leader, and I got both of those. But I've been, I ordered them 2 years ago and paid them off, and they both showed up.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what I did get a Schnäppchen on? The Spider-Man black and gold hot toy from No Way Home. One of the new suits from the movie. It's actually coming out. I should have it this week. And
the figure is already coming out?
The figure, can you imagine? Every other Hot Toys new figure's coming out in 2023. But they got this one coming out before the movie. And I got it at 20% off at Toys Wonderland. So...
Considering the price of a hot toy, that's really nice.
It's really nice. I got like I said, Death Watch Mando for free, 20% off. If you guys, if you like Avengers Endgame, the biggest steal ever on a new hot toy, the rescue figure, the Iron Man rescue figure, which is Pepper Potts, the blue armor is like $230 at Toys Wonderland, and I think you can get 20% off that. So it's less than $200, and at Toys at Sideshow here in the States, it's like $400. You're getting it at half price, bruh. Pretty good.
Should I get to my special edition, Rob?
Yes, you should. I think you're my special edition, Dieter. Just saying.
I don't know. Dave Parker, are you in the chat? I see you in the chat there. I hope you have it. If not, here it is.
Oh, now what is that deliciousness?
The 45th anniversary Super Deluxe edition of Kiss the Destroyer album. It has a hefty price tag, yes, but if you're a fan...
Did you just get that?
Yeah, this week, Rob. This week.
Wow. Now, what is in that? Let's open that bad boy up and see what's in there.
Let's open it up. Correct, Rob.
You know what? I got to go full frame on Dietz for this one. Come on, man.
Correct.
Show it to... Oh, that's me. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Bigger fan. So this is the outer chef. I put in the label on the inside. That was on the outside. What is in the
40. Now, what does it say? Well, you just show it to us. You don't have to tell us.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you can read it, Rob. If I can.
The limited edition Super Deluxe box set. That's in English. Yeah. So did you get that from America?
Correct, Rob. It came from America. Okay. So we start off with the 68-page book that's in it.
Wow, is that hardcover?
No.
Wow, that you know what that is? That's actually the cover. That's the box that the master tapes for the album are in.
Correct.
That's really cool.
And for me, it seems this box was made.
Was it made for loving you? Because I was made for loving you. You were made for loving me, and I can't get enough of you. Can you get enough from? It's not. That's not that album, but
And it's really as you like.
Wow, that's pretty cool, dude.
And it seems for me this box is really combined from fence for fence.
Wow, that's really cool.
And here, this is the more interesting stuff. Perhaps some people doesn't know it. Here you have the German cover of the album, because this one, the double S here is not gonna fly in German. So you have this one is the German wording. That's the German. The German.
And why, Dieter? Why doesn't the double S fly in Germany like that?
I have no idea, Rob. I have no idea why they had to change it in German.
Dude, that's really
I have
cool.
no- Yeah. So this is the 68-page art book that's in it about the album. Just skip through it.
Now, did you order that off their website? Where'd you get that?
I ordered one from Amazon and one from their website because the other one will go to a friend of mine who is even a bigger fan. He has a huge Kiss collection stuff, guitars, boots, everything you can imagine. You have some blueprints of the stage. So this is
That's really cool.
the 68-page book was in it. Like you said, coming done in the style of the master tapes.
Yeah, Master Tapes box. That's really neat.
Then inside, a lot of swag, Rob, a lot of swag. We've got first this folder,
Kiss Army.
this on, and there are a lot of stickers and stuff in it. So let's delve into it. So stickers,
Wow.
shiny, Rob, shiny.
Is that like a pass so you can get backstage on the tour?
No, this is just the Kiss Army sticker. Then we have a reprint of the cover, and then we have these nice
Wow.
ones here. A lot of swag in it.
That's pretty neat.
Swag is in. Another.
Peter Criss, the unsung hero of
Sticker.
Kiss.
Then those strangely seem to be somehow in 3D, but I don't know if I have the glasses.
Are they lenticular?
them.
Oh, the glasses
No,
are probably in there, bro.
No, there are no glasses in there. Or it's probably just made to look that way.
Well, if they're 3D, I'll bet you there are glasses somewhere. There you go. Okay. So
Now,
so it's true. Like in Germany, the Kiss logo has to
Yeah.
be changed on everything.
correct, Rob. Correct, Rob.
Wow.
That's a change. One of the famous photographs of Kiss.
That is.
So this was the one side. Then you have this. You can
Put that in
print
your
on
car.
anything, No, probably not.
You can put that in your
Then you
back
have-
window, dude. You can drive to Saarbrück. Where do you work? You can just drive it with your Kiss Army stickers. Come on
This
now.
was from back in the day. Meet the members of Kiss.
Nice.
So just a little biography. Two more.
All right.
Pics.
Now,
Of it,
Meyer,
then
I
you
know it's gauche, but how much does that sell for? What's the retail price?
What do you think, Rob?
$250.
Yeah, correct. Around that.
You know why I know that? Because I bought a Frankie Goes to Hollywood box set for Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
So here you would have your certificate that you are a Kiss Army.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that framed, and you have to draw. You have to have like Mia draw on it and write Dieter Trash Panda Bastion and frame it.
So there you have a spring edition from '76 about being in the Kiss Army.
Wow, that's pretty
So
cool.
This folder, let me just get back. This was all the swag. This was in this folder. Let me just get that back because this is a lot of cool swag to delve through. So this was the poster. Comes on the other side, and then they have a separate map which contains specifically stuff for the Destroyer tour, which is a grade 2.
You know, Kiss was the first rock band I ever saw live. It was my first concert,
Yeah.
but it was on the Dynasty, as Michael Lonsdale would say, the Dynasty tour.
Wait, let me put that aside here.
Come on, aren't you impressed? Come on now. I
Yeah,
was 12. I was in the 7th grade.
The first time I've seen Kiss, that was really, really way later. So now we have this folder.
Do you know
this
what's
folder-
really funny about the Kiss Dynasty tour that I actually saw?
Yeah.
Do you know when it was? It was
19?
November 21st, 1979 in Seattle.
Here's the tour, a replica of the tour program.
I probably had that. I don't know where it is now, but I probably had that.
From
Not that book. I mean, on the Dynasty.
Yeah.
Not that particular one.
From the Destroyer tour.
Pretty cool.
Then you have posters. This one.
Wow.
Another one. This is also one of the famous picture of Kiss being in New York City.
Nice.
And then
That was when they were back in the New York groove.
yeah, what I really like was these two, Rob. These are blueprints from back in the day from the stage. What they was planning,
Wow.
how it would look. This is more from the right. So this way from above, how
Wow.
the stage would be built. So you've got two blueprints and an old newspaper article from Gotham Rock City News. Kiss destroys the world. Exclusive backstory. So a little bit of a.
So does that mean that
newspaper-
Batman could have gone to see that tour? Because it's Gotham Rock News?
I hope he was there. Rob. I hope he was
I'd
there.
like to believe so.
If he didn't have to fight crime or something like that. So it
Brian
was,
Heppard says, Kiss, that's their name. Kiss, they might be insane. Kiss, if rock's your game, it's Kiss.
this was this folder, and now we come to the CDs that are in this package. Of course, we have the Destroyer album remastered. Then we have two CDs. This, for some people, did confuse somebody. This is actually a two set. It says here disc 2, and some people on the Amazon reviews, I said, I'm missing the disc 3. No, you don't miss it. It's on the back, disc 3. So this is a 2-disc set about demo stuff. And you have a concert from that was, as far as I know, never released live in Paris from the tour. But for me, the coup de grace, the piece de resistance that you said, the album, Rob, in Dolby Atmos, DTS 5.1.
No.
Yes, in 5.1. And Dolby True HD 5.1. And of course, in stereo. And I wasn't expecting much considering Kiss. I don't hold their albums in high regard considering the sound. But I was pleasantly surprised considering the mix. And my favorite one, or for my setup, the best one was the DTS 5.11. The DTS
okay.
5.1 zone.
Nice.
Considering the Dolby Atmos track, even if you get the core stream out of it, you did lose a little bit. They seem to, considering, let's say, the song Detroit Dog City, the Get Up seems to be in the high up speakers, and considering the core stream, you lose something of that.
Right.
But in the
Okay.
DTS 5.1 mix, it's greatly there. So I was really pleasantly surprised, and this was actually the one thing I was really looking forward to get the album with a 5.1 mix. So this was probably my that one that I was looking
Now,
forward.
it must have come with vinyl. Did it come with vinyl, or did you get just the CD version?
As far as I know, the set is available as a vinyl set too.
So they didn't give you
But
both.
there's no vinyl in my set. My set, there's no vinyl.
Wow.
Okay, Rob, this was the Destroyer. 45 anniversary Super Deluxe Edition. Dave, are you happy? I hope he is happy now.
I think he would, although he's probably bummed he doesn't own that set. Maybe he does. I don't know. He might have purchased it.
Or he probably says it's way expensive, and now he can make a judgment if it's worth the money.
Well, let me ask you this,
Or-
Dieter. Is it worth the money? Would you suggest
Actually,
picking this up for any Kiss fan?
If you're a fan, yes, I would say yes. Or just wait. Perhaps there will be a price drop at a certain point. I don't know how big the limitation on the set.
It's true. Harry Nice Guy, by the way, sends us a super chat and says, just check the schedule of my local theater right now, and Mulholland Drive will be in theaters on February 22nd. Studio Canal brings also some other classics back on the big screen in over 300 cinemas. I love, obviously I love my Studio Canal boxes. Obviously, this would be actually the two latest. The other one right here, I believe the two things that Studio Canal released recently. Obviously, this, by the way, this is highly recommended. If you like The Howling, if you like this movie, this fucking looks amazing on 4K. It looks great. And then, of course, The Outsiders. And look at this, dude. Here's two movies, but look at that shelf profile. Come on. I mean, look at that. I mean, when you have these on your shelf, people are like, you are really staying gold, pony boy. So that's good. So there you go. Highly recommended. Yeah. So you know what? Should we call George just to see if he's available? Why not?
You want, Rob?
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna see what's up. We can give him shit about Citizen Kane and no, it's not. It wasn't on his watch. I'm gonna call him. Let's see if he answers. He might not.
Please leave a message.
Oh, man. George, since it went right to your voicemail, you're probably talking to your dad right now. This is Robert Burnett. I'm here with Dieter Bastian. This is the 50th anniversary of Let's Get Physical
50th anniversary.
Media. 50th show. We're just going to call you, see what's up. But hope all is well with you, sir. So there you go.
Okay.
George went right to voicemail. But, hey, maybe he'll call back. You never know.
I see Dave is in the chat. I do not own it, so I think he speaks about the set. So, Dave, why not?
Charlie the... Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Charlie
What's wrong?
I batted Tango Shalom off my stack. Charlie the Uniform says, I need a low-profile movie, not some amped-up shit due to space. This Terrier says, Rob...
Yeah.
Is the 6th scale Ghostbusters figures worth getting? Someone in Norway is selling the box set of them. Yes. I think they're great. The Bill Murray's face sculpt is, it's still pretty good.
Okay.
The figures themselves are amazing. The proton packs all light up. If you get the box set of all 4, because Winston Zeddemore you get 2. I have the 4 box set version that comes with Slimer as well. Amazing. Buy them. Buy them now, Terrier. Don't even question. I've been paying off the Ecto 1 for like a year. They made a 6 scale Ecto 1. I didn't buy it when it first came out, but I found one and I've been paying it off slowly but surely.
You will get there, Rob. You will get there.
Charlie the Unicorn says it says telemarketer showed up on George's phone. Could be.
Could be.
Maybe he's at a movie. He's turned his phone off. Who knows?
Okay, Rob.
Could be. Who knows? That's coming out soon. Spielberg's West Side Story.
When does
next month?
Is next month? Okay. A lot of movies to look forward in December.
Well, Dieter, we had Thanksgiving last Thursday. It's still our Thanksgiving weekend tomorrow.
Two Thanksgiving parties.
We had 2 Thanksgiving parties. I want to say that one of the things I've been thankful for in the past year, sir, is your friendship and your continuing desire to stream with me and do this show. Let's Get Physical Media has made me spend more money, and it's given me an excuse. I don't have to justify why I get so many discs.
All right.
I'm like, babe, I gotta get him to show on the show. So
have you seen what Trash did that that douchey douche from Germany is buying. I only buy the good stuff, you know.
Yeah, but yes,
You're
it's true.
justified, Rob. Now you're justified.
Well, it's also true when you send me a box from Germany, you put dog treats in them, and the dogs, man, they're kind of stinky, those German dog treats, but the dogs love them. They love them. So
That's good
when a
to
box from Dieter shows up, the dogs go crazy. So let me just tell you something.
Let's hope,
You
Rob,
make
we
my
will-
bitch get excited. Cholula,
Let's hope-
just saying. Watch people like, what? She's a dog. She's a female dog, a bitch. She gets excited when Dieter's treats show up.
Let's hope we will get your Dune sets before Christmas.
Yeah, what's up with that? They did. You were an early orderer for the Coke. Oh, by the way, I got to give a shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel Griffith. I want him to come on the show. So Daniel Griffith from Ballyhoo Films actually sent me links to watch his Dune documentary. It's incredible. I mean, as far as when I say incredible, I mean as far as
Is it
DVD
about
or
the making, the making in general?
yeah,
or-
it's really good. I mean, he's been lucky. Like I think back like 15 years ago when I was lucky to work on certain titles. Daniel Griffith at Ballyhoo Films has done some really great work. His Waterworld stuff was amazing, but he did a really good job on the Dune documentary. So I'm glad it's on the Coke disc. I'm very, very excited. So shout out to Daniel Griffith and Ballyhoo Films. You've done a great job, sir.
Awesome. And on that note,
I think it's time to go. You have an early day tomorrow.
early shift, Rob. Early shift.
Well, Dieter, once again, thank you so much. This is Let's Get Physical Media, episode 50, bringing it to a close. I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel and the show via tips and super chats. Thank you so much. I want to thank my great moderators. Brian Hepburn is here. Justin Toner is here. And
I think Lord Toth I've seen.
yes, Lord Toth was here too. So I want to thank my moderating staff, the Blue Wrenches, for being here. Thank you so much. And on that note, we're going to bring this show. We'll be back next week with another haul of discs. I have to say, though, dude, the next couple weeks are pretty sparse for me in terms of stuff that I want to get. So
Let's
I don't know.
see what my whole will.
Well, yeah, I mean, I say sparse because I have taste.
Okay. You have limits, Rob. You have limits.
Limits. That's what it is. I have limits, but you are unlimited, unfettered. I love that.
But Rob, isn't it great that all the trash stuff that I show, which shows you what is still getting released, movies that you actually wouldn't think that it will get a release on Blu-ray.
You know, if it wasn't
As
for
long
you,
as I can show such kinds of movies, we're still good to go.
God bless you, sir. Yeah. Yes. That's correct.
Okay.
And on that
On
note,
that note,
we'll bring an
jede
end.
Person, die du triffst, hat eine Geschichte zu erzählen, die du noch zu hören hast. Alles, was du tun musst, ist zuhören.
Every person you meet has a story to tell that you have yet to hear. And all you have to do is listen. And with that, I would say to all of you out there in physical media world, keep buying those discs, and I have a PlayStation 5 and you don't. Oh, wait, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Dieter. I don't mean to rub it in.
Thank you.
Live long and prosper.